Hello everyone, welcome to EduTop. So in the past few days, we have received multiple queries, various mails regarding the preparation for ESI static for the NABARD grade A. What should be the strategy for the ESI static? What should be the approach for ESI static? How to cover ESI static in the limited time? So now all your concerns will be covered, will be catered to in today's session. You do not need to worry, okay? I will show you the important chapters and the right strategy for the ESI static for the NABARD grade A to be well prepared for not only the phase 1 but also for the phase 2 of the examination. So in the limited time, how you can get the maximum gain from the ESI static, I will show you the important chapters and the previous year questions to make you understand that why are these chapters so important. And with these chapters, you will be well prepared for the phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination. Okay, so now without any delay, I will start with the important chapters. But before that, I want to announce that EduTap has brought for you the comprehensive guide for NABARD grade A. Through this guidebook, you are going to get the complete syllabus of the examination. You are going to get the sources for the examination, even if you want the previous year questions that have been provided in this guidebook. Okay, and the previous year questions are very important for your practice now at this moment of the near the examination. Okay, so do download this guidebook, and let me tell you that this is absolutely free of cost. You can easily download this guidebook. The link for the registration has been given in the description box below. So do download this guidebook. I hope you have understood the importance of this guidebook. Now coming to the important chapters, so I will show you the important ESI static chapters for the phase 1 and the phase 2 of the examination. Okay, so these are the 7 important chapters. The first one is the growth and development. Direct questions have been seen in the phase 1, in the phase 2 of the examination from this chapter. I hope you remember that there was a question regarding the depreciation. A very basic question. The definition was given and it was asked that what is this? That wear and tear of capital is called depreciation. Okay. The inclusive growth. There was a question regarding the inclusive growth in the phase 2 of the examination. So you can understand that how easy it is, like the measurement of growth and the other chapters also. You just need to have the basic understanding. So this is the strategy that you need to adopt, that you only need the basic understanding in the economics and social issues static. Only the basic understanding of foundation you have to lay, and on this foundation you can answer any kind of questions. Okay, so the measurement of growth, it is important for phase 1 and phase 2 both. You can see the objective questions as well as the descriptive questions from the measurement of growth. Okay, from the growth and development chapter. Now coming to the opening up of Indian economy, the balance of payment, I am going to show you the previous year questions. There was a direct objective question as well as descriptive question from this opening up of Indian economy. We all know that there was a question in the phase 2 regarding the globalization, the effect of globalization. Okay, in the inflation. Now again, inflation, you need to have the basic understanding. In the previous year only, there was a question regarding the tolerance limit, the upper tolerance limit of the inflation, the CPI inflation. So see, even with the basic understanding, the basic knowledge, you will be able to answer the questions. So that's why these are the important chapters and the basic understanding you need to have, because if you are going to leave the easy questions now, then what questions are you going to attempt, right? So inflation, another important chapter. Coming to the monetary policy, so this is quite in news, this remains quite in news, and you need to have the basic understanding of the monetary policy, of the fiscal policy, where you have to cover the components of budget. Okay, union budget is important, but first to understand the union budget, you have to have the understanding of the effective revenue deficit, or what is revenue deficit, what is the budget deficit and everything. So fiscal policy, the ESI static, you should be covering the fiscal policy in the ESI static. The employment generation and poverty elevation, from this there was a direct question regarding the unemployment, the types of unemployment. So there was a question regarding the frictional unemployment in the phase 1 of the examination. So again, this chapter is also very important. Okay, coming to the international economic institutions, there was a question regarding the WTO, World Trade Organization, in the phase 2 of the examination. So all of these chapters are important for the phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination. The objective questions as well as the descriptive questions can come from these chapters. I promised you that I will show you the previous year questions so that you understand that how important these chapters are. And if you cover these important 7 chapters, you will be well on the path of being well prepared for the for the phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination in regards to the ESI static. I'm going to show you some other important components also, so wait for that. But before that, let's see the previous year question. So there was a direct question regarding the economic reforms of 1991, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization. You should have the basic understanding that you will get from the opening up of Indian economy. Okay, the investment in social infrastructure is prerequisite for inclusive growth. Again, a direct question in the phase 2 of the examination in 2021-2022. So here, this is going to get covered from the growth and development chapter. Coming to the how WTO agreements have dual effects on Indian economy. So this is directly from the international economic institutions. This was a question in 2021. So I have brought the questions, the previous year questions of 2022-2021, so that you are well versed with the pattern of the examination and you can understand that how important these 7 chapters are for your phase 1 and for your phase 2. Now coming to the objective section, here you can see Monetary Policy Committee, the upper tolerance level of the CPI inflation. 2022, in 2022 there was a question regarding that. So you should have, see, these are the basic questions. These are not very hard to answer. So if you have the basic understanding, that's why ESI static is very easy, and in the limited time with the limited preparation you can get the maximum of the gain. And you should not leave such easy questions. Okay, which of the following shows the difference between exports and imports of goods and services? Balance of payment chapter, very easy, just direct definitions are coming. So it is very easy to cover the ESI static, the important chapters you have to focus on, and in the limited time the maximum gain. Which of the following is an indicator of retail inflation in India? Chapter inflation, again these are the 7 important chapters that you must be covering. Okay, because for the phase 1 I have shown you, for the phase 2 I have shown you, these chapters are very important. Now there is some additional strategy, the additional component that I promised you that I will show you, that will prepare you completely for the phase 1 in the ESI static. Okay, so in the phase 1, Indian political system. See, Indian political system is not as important for the phase 2, but it is very, very important for the phase 1. How is it very, very important for the phase 1? 2022, 2 direct questions. 2021, again, there were direct questions from the Indian political system. So for the phase 1, you should be well versed with the Indian political system. These are the 7 important chapters for phase 1 plus phase 2. But for the phase 1, you have to additionally prepare for the Indian political system. Be thorough with the fundamental rights, be thorough with the directives. Okay. Now coming to the other important chapters, other important components. Okay, so coming to regional economic cooperation. Now you will say that regional economic cooperation, so this is ESI static. So these are very like so many chapters. No, regional economic cooperation, you do not have to go to history that how many of the regional economic cooperations there are. You are reading about the regional economic cooperation in the newspapers currently. Have you read about the G20? Have you read about the BRICS? Recently in the SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, there was Iran that joined the SCO in July 2023. Are you aware about that? Are you aware about that which country, which union has joined the G20, African Union? Which countries are invited for the BRICS? So this is what you need to have information about. Regional economic cooperation, now G20, BRICS, SCO. You should have the static knowledge about these also. So whatever regional economic cooperations are in news, you should have the static knowledge about these regional economic cooperation. When were they formed? How many members they have, and all this information you should have. So this is regional economic cooperation is actually a point from the current affairs, but you should have the static knowledge of these current affairs also. Okay, these regional economic cooperation. So only those regional economic cooperation that are in the news right now, that you have to follow. Coming to the, so here are the questions in 2021. There was a direct question regarding ASEAN. There was a direct question regarding the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So you can understand that at that time ASEAN and SCO, they were in news, and that's why their question came in the examination. Similarly, right now G20, BRICS and SCO are in news. So again, the static questions can come from these. So regional economic cooperation, that is a chapter in the ESI static, but you do not have to focus on that chapter of ESI static. You have to focus on that what is going on in the current affairs and relate that with the static. Okay, so have the static knowledge about these 3. Now coming to the last important chapter, that is the rural banking and financial institutions. Now see, you are preparing for NABARD. So you should have the information regarding the rural banking and the financial institutions. Right now, financial inclusion is the major focus of the country. The digital ecosystem is the major focus of the country. So in this regards, rural banking and financial institutions do not focus much on the ESI static, but have the basic knowledge. What are the regional rural banks? When were they formed? What is the act behind them? Okay, so just have the basic information regarding them. If any of the banks are in news, just have the basic of the understanding regarding them. So these are the important chapters for the phase 1, additional chapters for the phase 1. The Indian political system, you just have to prepare it from the phase 1 perspective. The fundamental rights you must know about, as well as the directives. Now coming to the regional economic cooperation, whatever is going in the news, be aware about it and have the static information regarding this. Rural banking and financial institutions, now this becomes important because this is in the news recently. So with the ESI, like I have shown you the complete preparation for the phase 1, how you should move forward for the phase 1. For the phase 2 and phase 1, these are the 7 important chapters, and these are the 3 additional chapters that you should prepare before going for the NABARD examination, before going for the phase 1 of the NABARD. Okay, so I hope you have understood the strategy. This is the complete strategy. Have the basic information, read the current affairs, be connected with the current affairs, read the static behind the current affairs also. Okay, where it is feasible, where it is important, you understand that it is important. Okay, so this is the ESI for phase 1. So now from where you are going to read these 7 important chapters for the phase 1 plus phase 2 and the additional 3 chapters for the phase 1 for now. Okay, so where you are going to read this, so you are going to follow this from your course. If the course has been provided to you, that means everything has been provided to you in the comprehensive manner, and that is required from the examination. But if you do not have any course, do not worry. You can read the Ramesh Singh book of the Indian economy. Just find these 7 chapters in this book, Indian economy of Ramesh Singh. The other 3 chapters you have to do it from the current affairs and just find in the Google. Okay, do not follow any book, otherwise they will provide you with the too much of the information. Now coming to the social problems in India for the phase 2, you can follow this book, that is to gain more ideas. Okay, this is the book of Ram Ahuja, Social Problems in India. But right now you have to focus on the book of Ramesh Singh for the 7 important chapters for phase 1 and phase 2. So now I hope you are well versed with the important chapters, what strategy you have to follow. So this is all. Now the EduTap has launched for you the quick revision batch, the quick revision batch 2. Now in the quick revision batch 1 that was going on, the seats are filled and there was too much of the demand that was coming. There were too much of the mails that were coming that we required another batch, another live batch, and so EduTap has brought for you the live quick revision course, the batch 2, and this is going to be the last batch before the examination. If you want to join us live, you can join this batch. Okay, you have the flat 80% off. You can use the code NABARD80. The classes are going to start from 25th September 2023. Okay, so the live classes are going to start soon. If you want to join us live and prepare well and have the quick revision, you can join this batch. Okay, so this is for the phase 1 specifically. Now do join the YouTube channel and you will get the PDF of the session in the Telegram channel. So thank you very much. I hope you had a good session and I hope you have understood the strategy for the phase 1 and the phase 2. So do mail us here, do mail at hello@edutap.co.in if you have any query, or you can call us here. Okay, so have a good day.